Okay, and we are live. So we are here with Virginia Robertson of Virginia Robertson Designs, and most of you who've been on have gotten to know Virginia over the years because we do interview her quite frequently. She is one of our favorites. Virginia, while we're just kind of waiting for people to log on, do you want to tell us kind of how you got started and I know how you got started in this. Like, what made you decide to open a quilt shop?
Oh,
gosh, that was so many years.
I opened up a quilt shop. There weren't hardly any quilt shops when I started quilting. I was teaching quilting for art credit at two different universities. Let's see, Idaho. Oh, at three different universities. I was teaching in college back in the 70s, and I taught when I got out of grad school. What I did is some black quilts when I was in grad school, which they turned down for my graduate thesis because they were all black quilts made out of scraps from the thrift stores, and I was making like cathedral windows and all kinds of traditional patterns, but it's making them all black on black on black, and working with fur and velvet and making landscapes with clamshells. It was really bizarre art quilts. And I'm a painter by painter in a drawer, and I did raku ceramics and weaving and sculpting. I did it all in grad school and art school. But after I graduated, I had an art show, and I said, we need to have more feminist artists. So I did a black quilt show in the art gallery after I graduated from college, and they hired me to teach. And they said, you can order sewing machines and you can teach art quilting. So I did that at Idaho State, and then we moved to Washington State, and I taught at Peninsula College, and I taught art quilting at Peninsula College. And then we moved back to Kansas, and I taught at Washburn University. And it wasn't even an art class or a quilt class. It was adult ed. It was like night school. This was way back before there was even quilt shops. And then there was quilt shops popping up in Kansas City at the time, some of the oldest quilt shops that started. Mm-hmm. And Carol Hollis was one of them in Topeka, Kansas. And I learned a lot from her. And at that time, my mom and I were making dolls. Like, we were making hundreds of dolls and selling them to Spiegel Catalog and Boston Proper Mail Order Catalog. And I had a rep in New York and a rep in Los Angeles. So we were mass producing dolls and hiring seamstresses. And then we were starting to buy bolts of fabric and stuff because we were doing so many gift items. The reps said, you should open a quilt store. So I ended up opening a quilt store, and then I ended up designing fabric because everything I ordered for my first quilt store in Kansas, it always sold the best. So they would show me all the new fabrics first, see what I ordered, and then use that to sell to the other shops. Wow. So that started I did 35 years of retail quilt shops, and I've been doing this for about 47 years now. Mm-hmm.
So your first quilt shop was back in the 70s?
Yeah. Wow. There was a quilt shop in Kansas City and one in Topeka. There was a few quilt shops scattered around, but not very many. But the only really company that had cute quilt fabrics was like Concord Fabrics. I don't know if you remember those days.
Yeah, I do.
That was about it. And they were the only ones that had like tone on tone, white on whites, and creamy backgrounds and everything. But quilters did not design fabrics. You had to kind of figure out what fabrics would work for quilts out of the fashion fabrics. And the idea of calicos was like J.C. Penney's had like 12 calicos, red, white, and blue, and they all look like bandanas, you know. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So, hey, that's what we'll do sometime for a Zoom. I've got a few of my black quilts, my old black art quilts, and I'll show some of those on one of your Zooms.
We would love to see those. I personally would love to see them, and I might have to add one to my collection.
Uh-oh.
I know. Okay.
Gotten rid of a lot of them, but I have them around. So
okay, perfect. Well, I'll have to snag one before you get rid of them all.
Good. They need to go somewhere. I need to downsize.
Well, we all do, really.
Yeah.
Okay, so today you're here and you're going to be doing kind of a little mini trunk show on fall extravaganza. All the things that we can do, quick and easy projects, or maybe not so quick, but or easy, but necessary for decorating our houses
We'll
and gift
get you in
ideas.
the mood for fall.
Perfect. Perfect. Okay, I'm just going to turn it right over to you. So if you're watching, Virginia Robertson is on with us. She is doing a class on October 20th at 9 o'clock. It's more of a lecture and demo. She's going to demo all kinds of different techniques and ideas. So it's only $15. You're going to want to make sure you sign up for it. You're not going to want to miss it. And if you happen to work on Monday mornings, we will send you the recording.
Yeah, don't miss the recording because it's going to be jam-packed full of information. Before I get started, I'm going to show you what I've been working on, because I've been working with the doll makers for 6 months, and we've been doing kind of our Doll of the Month Club. But now I just want to show you what I do. This is the one I'm putting a binding on right now. I just finished this is one of my improv quilts. And this is softer, more muted country fabrics. It's all hand pieced and it's in browns. I'm using a lot of my stash from my old reproduction fabrics, and I really had fun doing it. And instead of buying a new backing, I had a yard of this that I was going to make. It was a map fabric from vintage map fabric, and I was going to make hot pads and microwave bowls out of it, but it made the perfect back because the colors were perfect for this little quilt. It's very subdued and soft. I haven't worked with earth tones very much. I think I'm going to get some of my vintage country antique fabrics and do another mixed improv quilt where I mix the vintage fabrics and vintage blocks with my collection of reproductions. And the one I did that I did just before this one I did in the last month. The month before that, I hand pieced this one, and I think I showed this sometime. But this is a bright little happy improv quilt that I did, and all hand pieced and hand quilted. I absolutely love working on these. And I had enough fabric on to finish the back out of what I had, but I was 1 inch short, so I pieced the back, and you can't even tell because it's so busy. But I'm just making myself use my stash and use stuff up. And Beth and I have been talking a lot about how everybody's upcycling and recycling and trying to use their stash. So I'm a big person for scrappy. If I don't have at least 100 fabrics in a quilt or a wall hanging, I get bored with it. So that's what I've been doing for my handwork. I did this as a promo shot. Some of you saw it on the Stitch Along, the Fabric Stitch Along, and on my website, not my website, my Facebook page. And this is a few of the surviving dolls from the last year's doll classes. And we did the desert crone. We did all the birds on the cans. We did the crow and the bird. We did Eleanor's plant picks. We did chicken chains and rooster ropes. These are the arthritis doll variations, the fat fairy, the flock of wrens, the string of fish. Let's see, we did jesters. As you see, there's 3 jesters in a row, including a silk jester, a real exotic silk jester. And the reason I have so many is when I do a Zoom, like I'll start about 3 or 4 dolls so that I have all the steps to do, so you don't have to sit and watch me sew. I've watched videos on YouTube and they sit there for 10 minutes and sew a straight seam. It's like, you don't need a demo on that unless you're talking about, sewing over pins or something like that. I did a free demo last year, about a year ago, on our little chair, the little pincushion chair that turns into, it's a pincushion, and you can store things in the seat of the chair, or it can be a chair for your little bear. I did the 16-inch doll out of the needle sculpting book. So these are just a few of what we did for the last year. Beth and I haven't decided what we're going to do for next year. So we'll let you know this winter. I'm doing one more Zoom this year, and that will be, as we were just talking about, a fall extravaganza. And I'll just give you an idea. We are taking 2 of our $15 Zooms and putting them into one on the 20th of October.
And Virginia, just real quick, I want to just remind everybody that if they missed any of those classes that you just showed, those are all recorded and they can still get them. So
Right.
we can send them the recording. And the lecture series, those are $15 a class, which is an incredible price. And then they can also get the doll classes. Everything has been recorded.
Yeah. And I think you still have the Hollyhock House, which is my basic beginning quilting class. It was a 1 year just to do a block of the month club and technique of the month club. So
we do. Yes. Everything is recorded and can still be purchased. And then if they do the purchase recordings and they have questions, you're always available. So it's kind of like a win-win.
Right. That's right. Even when I'm on the road, I'm available because of my cell phone. So that makes it really easy on the road. So I can like show people things or take pictures of things on my cell phone when I'm on the road if I'm trying to answer somebody's technical question, you know. So we're taking 2 Zooms into one, and we're going to do, I'm going to show you not the whole thing, but my favorite shortcuts and tricks to what we do on raw edge applique, and we're going to do fall appliques. So I'm going to talk about doing the Horn of Plenty, and what I really like is this pattern that was stacked pumpkins. It was in a magazine years ago, and after the magazine was done, I published the pattern. It's a stack of pumpkins, and it's a table runner and a wall hanging. And but all 3 of these are raw edge applique. And I'm going to show you my tricks for raw edge applique, some of the tricks so that they don't look homemade or zigzagged. I don't do like those really crude, clunky ones. I like I have a lot of techniques because I do lots and lots of applique back when I was designing fabric, because we had to do samples so fast that I couldn't do handwork. So I did machine work, and I am a whiz, and really I'm a one-woman factory. So I can give you some really good shortcuts on how to do raw edge applique. So that would be the stacked pumpkins and the Horn of Plenty.
So if you want to order any of these, you can just type in what you want, and I will go over them afterwards also.
Okay. Combining with the raw edge applique, I'm going to do a quick how-to demo for the doll makers and the crafters. We're going to do the leaf pot holders and coasters and mug rugs. And we're going to do 2 pot holders, 2 fall pot holders, and the pumpkin hot pad. This is this one is raw edge applique, and this one is piecing and machine quilting. So they're real quickies, and that's why we can combine these, because I'm not going to make the whole thing. I'm just going to show you the main stuff so that it's very quick. As a bonus, I'm going to demo the calico pumpkins, which I absolutely love. We did these at Beth's fall workshop, and about 10 women made those. And oh my gosh, those were cute. But you don't have to do them for pumpkins. You can make them into apples and wild and crazy ones. But I'm going to demo how you do these gussets and the stuffing and the little ends and just the details on that. It's a little quickie. So that's going to be a demo. And I may get myself in trouble, but I'm going to demo how to do the pumpkin heads. I do not have a pattern for them yet, but Beth is on me to do it. I have to get permission from the gal that gave me the idea before I publish it as a pattern. But I'm going to show you how to make them, and I've already got a gourd that I'm going to make my own. But you just buy those pumpkins, for pumpkin decorations. And these guys have stick arms, stick legs, just little baggy bodies. This is a squash a squash that has been dehydrated and painted, and it's a little baby with a diaper, and he's pulling a rusty wagon with another little baby pumpkin person. They're kind of creepy, but I think they're so funny. So these were made by Julia Bordeman. She's a friend of mine here in Colorado. So I'm going to demo how you could invent your own little pumpkin head or pumpkin head variation. So I'm going to have that. You all remember Beth's pumpkins, all those circles? I'm going to talk about the circles. I'm not going to demo them because I think Beth did a demo on them last year, but I'm going to have ideas like all the things we have done. Remember we did last year, we did the microwave bowl and the hip hot pads. Well, here's the hip hot pad, which is the one that you use it like this. My husband always wants me to do a demo of that. Microwave bowl. Here's the crow on a pumpkin. That was one of the doll classes we did last year. I have not done a demo on this, but the demo is super easy on this, but I think I'm just going to demo how you do the quickie Dresden plates because it's not that hard. This is just super simple, but it's a little sunflower patch table runner. So anyway, those are just a few of the things. Oh, here's another one, and I don't think I've demoed this. This is another way to do those Dresden plates. This is my little sunflower pin cushion pattern. This one has a vintage button in it, but aren't those fun? So I'm going to talk about some of these ideas next time. I may show some of my other quilts because in the fall, I get crazy about color, and I may do a mini quilt show if I have time. Where this is just to give you an idea. I get started buying orange for pumpkins, and then I end up making queen size quilts. So I may show you a couple of my other fall quilts. So that's what we're going to do on Monday, October the 20th. So be sure and sign up or get the tape when we do it. But it's kind of the end, and then I'm going to be taking about a 3-month hiatus. I might visit Beth once in a while during the winter, but we're going to be doing some traveling this fall. So in this winter. So I guess that's what we're up to.
Perfect. Do you guys have any questions for Virginia? Here, I'm going to just read you. Anne says she loves the pumpkin head. I knew you would, Anne. I've been trying to I actually bought that same doll at Quilt Market. I don't even know, but maybe 15 years ago. And I've been trying to get Virginia to do the pattern ever since.
I don't want to do someone else's idea without their permission. So I'll talk to Julia, probably this next week, but I'll see what Julia says. So.
Perfect. And then Tina says, I was doing my traveling during the 70s too. Finally came back to California from overseas in 1980. Everyone has a history of this and that.
Yeah,
for sure. And Susan says, Spiegel, oh my, a blast from the past.
Right.
Okay. All right. Carolyn says she is looking forward to the extravaganza, and Anne says sign her up.
And Marsh?
Nope, Ann Lindenmeyer.
Oh, Ann Lindenmeyer. We have 2 Anns. Okay, yeah, great.
I don't think Ann Lindenmeyer is on right now.
I'll tell her to go look at it later.
Perfect. And then Candy says she loves the pumpkin doll too.
Uh-oh.
I know. We all want the pumpkin doll.
I'd like to get her in here. She could come in here to do the demo. I'll see what she says. Yeah, I don't know if she would or not. She's a really good artist.
We would love it. Okay. All right. So that is, well, I'm going to show a bunch of your patterns. So you don't have to stick around for this unless you want to, Virginia.
I'm going to watch it afterwards or when you're done. So,
okay. Yeah. All right. Sounds good. All right. Thank you for joining us and giving us a sneak peek.
Okay. Goodbye.
You know what? They have changed all of the buttons for the layouts. And so I keep, it's a little bit confused. They can never leave anything the same.
Isn't that the truth?
Yes. All right. We will see you soon. Thank you so much, Virginia.
You bet. Good luck now. See you all in October.
Perfect. October 20th. Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so we're gonna resume with our regular Wednesday craziness. If you guys want, Devin, do you want to get the phone ready for video? Okay, while Devin's getting the phone ready, I'm just going to show you a few. Did you see, Phyllis? Sandy Cohen and Ann Lindenmeyer want to sign up for the Virginia's class. So if you want to sign up for Virginia's class, you can type in S49, and we will get you signed up for Virginia's class. It's $15. It's October 20th. It starts at 9:00, and we will, we send everybody in her classes the recording of it, but also if you can't make it, you will get the recording. And then I'm just going to show you real quick some of her patterns that she showed you. So if you want to do the leaf pot holders and coasters, that is S21. S21 is $11.95 for the leaf and pot holders. And the Horn of Plenty cornucopia is S22. S22. Stephanie, I love it too. S68 is for what she called the 4-hour table runner. Although I don't know. Maybe it's a 4-hour table runner without the Dresden plates for the sunflowers, but we'll see. You'll have to attend the class to find out. So S68 is for the sunflower table runner. The stacked pumpkins that she showed you is S1101. S1101. And then the sunflower pincushion she showed you is S56. S56. Okay, Lane, we'll get you the recording. And then here are some other, while I was trying to find all of those patterns of Virginia's, I think one of our lights must have gone out. It seems like it's darker in here. While I was looking for the patterns that were going to be included in the fall extravaganza, I found a bunch more fun patterns. So I just thought I'd give you a few more Virginia's patterns. This is a quick and easy modern twist of a wall hanging pattern, but you could actually use that, just make more blocks and turn it into a larger quilt if you wanted to. S61. It's kind of a feng shui, could go for a girl or a boy, modern, just a fun one. I think it'd be pretty quick and easy. You could use, if you wanted, and if you didn't want to use fusible, you could actually do bias strips for all of those strips with the bias bars. Remember those back in the days? S61. S65, I actually made some of these. I love them. S65 is the petroglyph people. S65, and literally they're great for using up scraps. There was one other doll that this one I love, because you know what, we've got all this random fabric, and some of it's kind of fancy fabric and different. Here's scrap bag dolls for $11.95. S57. S57 is scrap bag dolls, and quick and easy, and you can use your buttons and jewelry and all your weird stuff you don't know what to do with. These we've had on before, but they're still some of my favorite. S54 is the little twig doll reindeers. Those are super cute, super easy, great for using up little pieces, odds and ends. S54. These, of course, are also my favorite. S58 is the recycled Santas. So you can go to the thrift store and get old sweaters. Oh, there's a sweater out on the free table in front of the shop. That might be good for this. I'll have to check that out. I totally forgot. S58. Here is a fun Christmas wedding ring quilt, kind of a traditional for those of you who are piecers out there. A fun Christmas wedding ring quilt. S51 is $12. And of course, you can swap it out with fall colors and then do a leaf in where you've got the poinsettias. So you could make them for all seasons, Easter eggs, This is another one that I love. This is the Crazy Quilt doll, and literally you can use up your little stashes. They're just kind of fun. I think it would be fun to make one for all of your friends and put it on top of their sewing machines at a retreat. Lynn, that would be a super cute one for all the attendees at the retreats. For them to come in after lunch and have a little doll on the top of their sewing machines. This one's one of my best sellers of all times. The Crow on a Pumpkin S50. S50 Crow on a Pumpkin and a pumpkin pie filling can. This is another easy table runner, applique poinsettia table runner. Just a beautiful piece to put in the middle of your table. S63. You could also put this at the bottom of your bed as like a bed scarf. S59 for those of you traditional piecers. Miniature wedding ring quilt. Create a 20-inch quilt. So literally miniature, 20 inches with 9 rings.
That's the one she did at the retreat last year.
She did? Tiny little one?
Yes.
Oh.
It has the little template in it.
Oh, okay. Did you finish it?
Hell no.
Oh, okay. S60. Oh, Phyllis didn't finish it either.
It's hard, huh? I didn't have a quarter foot.
What was the number of the quilt dolls? And then here is the mini pickle dish for those of you who are crazy and like lots of points. This one is 20 inches by 20 inches, but the see-through foundation papers are included. So that would be a fun one if you wanted to learn how to do paper piecing, or if you already know how to do paper piecing. The paper pieces are in there and you can order more from her, or you can get the acrylics from Virginia also. S52, the crazy quilt doll. We haven't had internet all day here.
Yeah,
it's been crazy here. Yeah.
I won't come on my phone. I always watch it.
We literally didn't have
to literally watch you.
Yeah, perfect. We literally didn't have any internet all morning. Okay, and then this one is a large pickle dish. It's 50 by 50. 50 by 50, but it's very thick. It has all the foundation paper inside of it. So if you want to challenge S64, I know there's some of you out there that love that kind of piecing. S64. So I know those are some things that you don't necessarily, the calico pumpkin pattern. Yes. I don't know that I pulled it. Did we have the calico pumpkin pattern? I thought I showed it.
Yes.
Yeah, we did. It is, Carolyn. It is S number 53. S53. Good. Judy finished that one. So definitely, Carolyn, you can do it. S53. Okay, so we have some great deals today, but I do want to show you this first. This is all of the ribbon that you guys have been getting. So you know how I've been giving you guys free ribbon, or sometimes I sell it to you, but a lot of times you get it for free. Basically what Lynn did is she took 2 of these and she put them next to each other. She zigzagged them and created her own fabric here. So super cute idea. It's just the ribbon zigzagged together to create like a trash bag for the sewing tables. But you could also make a purse. You could do all kinds of things. You're basically just creating your own fabrics. So she brought that in today. We may or may not get a pattern. I would love to get a pattern written up for this because I think it's pretty quick and easy and a great way. You know, sometimes we all collect a lot of stuff, but just make your own fabric with stuff.
And she used that triangle ruler.
She did?
Yeah. See on the denim.
Yeah.
Look at the denim.
She used maybe the 10-degree ruler here to do the lines for the quilting, it looks like. Okay, so that is that. We have some super good. Devin's going to switch over so he can video instead of me talking to the computer. You ready, Devin? Okay, I'm going to let me remove myself. All right.
It's all about your attitude.
Yeah, it's all about your attitude, Devin. You have a great attitude. We appreciate your attitude.
I don't have enough buttons on here.
Okay. someday we're gonna get the tripod replaced. Okay, so here is Thomas the Engine. S10. S10 is Thomas the Engine, and it is a large panel, $10. S10 is $10. Literally, all you have to do is just put a backing on it, put a few straight stitch a little bit on it, or practice your free motion on it. You could put some rickrack around the white part, just to give it some pizzazz. But a super cute little fast quilt. If you're doing giveaway charity quilts, this is a great one for a donation quilt. $10. S10 is $10. S10 is $10. And even my kids. Devin, do you remember Thomas the Engine? Oh, come on. Every time you guys were hiking a hill, and I'd be like, you know you can. You don't remember that?
I don't think Thomas the Tank Engine is the engine that could.
He's not?
I don't think so.
Who's the engine that could?
He's the little engine that could.
Yeah.
Well, who's Thomas
He's more modern.
Oh.
Yeah. He has a book.
Oh, so
There's a book for Thomas. And he's on.
Oh, we never watched Thomas.
Okay.
It was after his time.
Well, for those of you who have grandkids now, I guess you can appreciate Thomas.
He's more modern. Thomas is modern.
He's too modern. Okay, we've got a Halloween panel. S08 is $8. S08 is $8. S08 is $8.
I like the old lady.
You do not. That just came in. This is the first time we've ever had this one.
I
like the old lady on it.
Yeah.
I need that.
What's
Oh, yeah. Look at this, Devin. S08 is 8. Look at the little old lady trick-or-treating. That's like me. I think I went trick-or-treating when I was pregnant, so I went as a pregnant nun the last time. And then somebody told me I was way too old to be trick-or-treating.
I trick or treat still. Charity makes me.
Yeah, I wish I could. I think it mortified Roger. Okay. S08 is $8. And then we have a $6 special, S01. These would be cute to just sew up into treat bags or little pillows for the grandkids. All kinds of fun ideas you could do with them. $6. I would do treat bags. I think they're the perfect size for a little treat bag. S01 is $6. S01 is $6. And then this one, she is so ornery looking. You hope she's not your teacher. S02 is $6 also. But so this is my idea with her is I would cut her up, just use some muslin on the back, cut around her and make her like dimensional, like a stuffed person. And then I would hide her somewhere fun. Like I would put her in the bathtub or something. I would do something fun with her, but I would definitely stuff her and hide her somewhere. I don't know. I think you could have a lot of fun with her. And then I would fussy cut out the rest of it and use that for collaging. She just is too angry for me. But I mean, you might love her. But I think all the kids, but that was kind of that time era. But I would collage with the rest of it. But her, I would definitely stuff and use her for scaring like my sister.
Sorry.
Okay. What was the number?
SO2.
SO2, $6. SO2 is $6. And then the other fun one that just came in, and this is an apron. But Lynn, we were talking about all the different ideas we could do with this. And Lynn said, even if you don't want it to be closed in the front, you can do it as an open, put the back as the front. So also what is good about this is you can trace these pattern pieces onto your pattern fabric, your tracing paper fabric stuff, and trace these pieces, and then you have a pattern. And nowadays patterns are like $20, $30.
Yep.
So this is technically the back, and then this is the front. Or you can do it vice versa. And then you can embellish it So if you don't love that completely, you could totally use that as the base, collage on top of it. Or you could thread paint some of these. You could do a bigger flower on the back, trims, embellishments, you name it. This is what it's actually supposed to look like. S03 is $20. This is what it's supposed to look like. You can put the bows up top, but if you don't want to, if you don't like the bows up top, you could, if you want to leave it in an apron and you want to leave it in the open in the back, you could put it in the back, or you could use the ties so you can tie it in the front. But there's just so many options. I think it's pretty fun. You could just wear it with a pair of leggings. So many things you could do with it. S03 is $20. S03 is $20. And let's see, what is the next thing we have? I know we're kind of boring. Phyllis, I saw her over there yawning. Okay, we have some of this fabric. It is 56 inches wide. So 56 inches wide. It is a heavyweight upholstery canvas type thing. We're selling it at $7 a yard. We have 2 yards and 33 inches, and then we have 4 yards and 18 inches. So if you're interested in this, we're doing it by the yard, and then if we have orders, we'll make sense of it. But kind of shabby chic looking, kind of looks linen-y, but I don't think it is.
Heavier.
It's heavier than linen, but it's got that linen texture. But shabby chicish. S211 is $7 a yard. I would use her as a punching bag. I know, but wouldn't she be fun to like stuff and put with your Halloween decorations? She just looks scary. I don't know. I'm gonna find something fun to do with her. I'm definitely gonna stuff her and like put her in my sister's bed or something. S211. S21. Oh, she'd be fun to like sneak her into the retreat and put her in people's beds.
Your sister, you need to behead her.
Yeah, or like put on some heavy makeup, some goth makeup. S211, $7 a yard. It is 56 inches wide. So great tote bags, great, all kinds of things. Oh my gosh, you guys rocked on the So Powerful bags. We literally have 2 boxes to ship. I think that here at the shop, I don't know, I added it up earlier, but I can't remember. But we have at least 60 purses here at the shop that we have to mail in. At least 60, because Sharon did at least 30. And then I think Suzette might have done like 18 or something crazy. It was incredible how many you guys did. I can hardly wait for next year. We did not come in number 1, but we were kind of up there. So I could hardly wait for next year.
It has a deadline. You can't keep doing them.
No, you can keep doing them, but not for the sew-a-thon.
Oh, okay.
The sew-a-thon is only for the month of September. And you can cut them out before the month of September, but you can't start stitching them till September 1st. And then you have to have all your paperwork done by September 30th. So next year, I'm going to ask for one of you who has a little bit more time on your hands to be the organizer. Okay, so we have a brand new stick and stitch embroidery designs, folk cats, self-adhesive, water-soluble embroidery designs. And this is what it looks like stitched up. S48 is $13. And then down here, that's going to be what it looks like. So you just cut out of these 20 designs, you cut out which one you want, you place it where you want it. It's got a sticky back. It's like a wash away. So you stick it where you want, you do your embroidery, and then you can just take your like Dawn soap and your hand and just wash away it just literally melts away, leaving just your stitching. S48 is $13. S48 is $13. Yes, Connie, I'll call you and tell you. S48. Yes, it's not so easy, but next year we'll know how to do it, Connie. I got all the tips and tricks this year that will benefit us for next year. Okay. So save your money that you were going to donate this year and we'll do it next year. Unless you just want to send them money this year and next year. Okay, S12 is $1.40 a yard. S12 is a great little trim. All it says here is cotton Venice lace raw white. Cotton Venice lace, raw white. So you could use your paints to dye this, or and you could. It is big enough. You could fold it over and use it as a binding. That would be kind of a fun binding. S12 is $1.40. I think this is Shearwater from the other day. S12 is $1.40. Maybe donate to Devin's labor. It's not cheap for sure, Connie. His labor is not cheap. Okay, we've got some notions that are just back in stock. So if you need, we have clear monopoly and the smoke monopoly. S16 is for the smoke. S15 is for the clear. So if you need to stock up on monopoly, this just came back into stock. If you need some pins, we have two different type pins. We have the Magic flathead pins for patchwork. They're 1 3/8 inches long. They're fine. So this is what it looks like right here. S04 is $13.99. They are flathead pins.
They're my favorite.
They are. They're my favorite too.
I love them.
And you can iron over. They're heat resistant. So they're very forgiving. They're a little bit stronger than like these ones. These ones are like butter. I do love these ones. S05 is $11.95. I do love these ones, but literally as soon as I open the box, the whole box is already bent. So these ones are a little bit better for me. S04 is for the Magic flathead pins, and S05 is for the crystal glass head pins. And then we have beading needles. So if you girls were in Virginia's classes, you might be needing beading needles. S66. S66 is for beading needles. S66 is for beading needles. And then we did, Angie just did triangles with wing clipper. So if you want perfect points for your flying geese, the wing clipper is a great tool. So if you need the wing clipper because you want to do flying geese with perfect points, S20 is $30. And we will do a demo again when Angie gets back in town. She's funny though. I can't film her face. I can only film her hands and I have to do the talking. So it's really unique. We've got this book back in stock. S19 is the Half Yard Winter Collection. 5 exclusive new projects are included. So it's kind of a great price point. It's crafty ideas as well as sewing. It's got tips and tricks. So if you've never done a box bag, it has a thing there, how to put in a zipper. All kinds of ideas. Here's a cute little wreath. Great ways to use up your scraps. And here's an advent calendar, a stocking, a cute little like jestery stocking, a tree skirt, gnomes. Who doesn't need gnomes? Where's Mary Beatty when you need her? Another cute little advent calendar, cute little heart, stockings, fabric baubles for your tree if you need to make ornaments for people. Who doesn't need a pretty Kleenex cover? I mean, we could all use one of those. A cute little wreath. Just fun little crafty ideas. I love that tree table runner. Great to use up your scraps and quick and easy. So just a great book for all kinds of random projects. If this looks like you could go get a flannel shirt from the thrift store and then cut it up and turn it into a cute little purse. Very cute for the winter. What did this say? A hot tub, a hot water bottle holder. So that's cute for the grandkids. A drought, something for your door with little houses is cute. And just cute ideas might inspire you to do some quick crafty things. I mean, it goes on and on and on. Winter with the kid. Oh, cute little kid projects. The little turkey garland. I think that's a fun project even for me. Bags for favors. Christmas. What is that? What word is that? Tomtus?
Tomps.
Tomts. Okay, Christmas tomts.
What
Cute
is
little.
that?
They're like kind of like gnomes, but not.
Oh,
A yo-yo tree ornament. That one is a good one. Quick and easy. Use up your scraps. Anyways, this whole book, regularly $19.95, is $16. So S19 is $16. S19 is $16. And here are a couple of the latest 3 1-yard quilts. So S17 is stash busting with 3-yard quilts. And I'm just going to flip it over. It does have different ideas because I was wondering with stash busting, but it does say includes instructions for layer cake, jelly roll, and charm pack substitutions. So that is the 8 designs in this book. So those 8 patterns. So 8 patterns, that's like $2.50 a pattern or something. So these books are really good deals. S17. S17 is stash busting. And then this is our friend Mac. She did curve appeal. So sewing with curves. So that's very different than the other ones, but still using 3 1-yard pieces, or if you want to make it bigger, you can always use bigger pieces of fabric. But those are the 8 projects in this book, and that is Mac Curve Appeal with 3 1-yard quilts. And the directions are very spelled out for you, so you're not really guessing what to do. It's written right in there. So S18 is $18 if you want to try your hand at curves. S18 is $18. I only have 2 of these special price. I just found these. Sew in interfacing for light to medium weight fabrics. And S14, we priced it at $4. It is 3 yards. So it would normally be probably like $9 or $10 for this. S14 is $4 special to the first 2 who type it in. We only have 2 of those. So if you need sew-in interfacing, Phyllis, you want this?
I want to ask a question for Ann Lindemeyer.
Oh, yeah, Phyllis has her hand raised. Phyllis, what's your question?
Ann Lindemeyer wants S15, 2 please, S04. Which one does she want 2 please of?
What's S15? I think she wants 2 of the 2 of. What's SO4? Huh, that's a stumper.
That's why I asked.
The clear thread. She wants 2 of the clear thread.
Okay.
2 of S15. And then she also wants SO4.
Which is the pins.
Which is the pins. Okay, we gotcha. Okay, S14 is sew-in interfacing. There is 1 left. There's 1 left. So if anybody else wants the other package, let us know. S14 is going for $4. We do have 2 packages of those, only 2 packages. Okay, we've got a fun little auction before we start off with more fabric on the bowls, because I know you girls love, and gentlemen, love, Riri wants, there, can you write Riri's name on the S14? Okay, this is metallic red, metallic blue, metallic everything. Look at how fabulous that fireworks fabric is. It is exclusive for Hobby Lobby stores. So how we ended up with it, I'm not sure, but it is a brand new 1-yard cut of fabulous metallic fireworks. So we're doing it as an auction. It's 1-yard piece. S43 is starting at $8. S43, the auction is starting at $8. Then we have an auction of flamingo fabric. So you have, it looks like a half yard of the border print, a 1 yard piece of the pink feathers, a great little stripe, and a half a yard of the tropical flowers. So you have 1, 2, 3 yards of fabric. S38. The auction is starting at $20. The auction starting at $20. You guys already might have some of that flamingo fabric, so this is just more to put in that stash with it. S38. The auction is starting at $20. S43 is the metallic fireworks fabric. And then we have 2 1 yards of polka dots, 2 1 yards from this polka dot collection left. So we just figured we'd put it as an auction. S67 is 2 1 yards for $20. That's $10 a yard. S67, such good deals there. Oh, we don't have any auctioners today.
Well, I can't get online.
Oh, well, if you
You can
see
bid
anything you
right
want, you
here.
can bid out loud. You can say, oh, I need that, everything. I need all those
When did
auctions
you
right there.
just-
Okay, come here, Judy. We've got S43. The auction is $8 for 1 yard piece of that beautiful metallic.
Is
S67.
it real? Would it wash?
I think it would wash. I don't know why it wouldn't. And then S67 is 2 1 yards of polka dots. Black with red is kind of hard to find. And then S38 is 3 yards of flamingo fabrics.
I have those.
She says nope, she doesn't need any either.
I have those.
Whoa, nobody needs these. Okay. All right.
In fact, I just got those out. I have
Here's
them.
something I washed for you.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Phyllis washed this for us. Oh, what were we going to do with this?
It was too long ago.
Yeah. Okay. Hang on a second. I got to think about what we're doing with this. But I can assume that look at how pretty it is. It's so clean. I don't know. It might need something on top of it. You know what Devin and I found?
Embroider on it.
Oh,
Slow
yeah,
stitch.
slow stitch on it. Devin and I 43. Jenny wants that for $8. When Devin and I were at the Arnold Quilt Show, we found,
Arnold,
yeah,
there's
and
that.
I don't know what I did with the sample. I might have taken it upstairs, but I have a huge tub upstairs of like
Where we at?
leftover Minky. The Sonora
Oh,
Quilt Show, wasn't it actually at the Arnold Fairgrounds or the
Oh.
Sonora Fairgrounds or something?
I don't know.
I don't know. Anyways, that area. Okay, Jenny, it's yours. You got it for $8. Anyways,
And put away.
it's already in your basket, okay? But we found the cutest Minky heart. And they literally took all their scraps of Minky and stitched them all together to create a big piece of fabric. And then they just cut out heart shapes and made heart pillows that are like patchworky. And we all have Minky that we don't know what to do with. We all have a ton of Minky scraps because we don't want to throw them away, but we don't really know what to do with them. So when I bought the heart as a sample, because I think if you're going to steal somebody's idea, you should probably buy the sample. And Devin's like, Mom, like you really need the sample for that. You can't just go home and sew your Minky together and make a heart. So I'll find that maybe for Monday, okay? But it is super cute. Okay, so we have some fun
You could make
fabrics.
slippers with you.
This one we didn't show yet,
No.
but well, maybe they'll get in the auctioning mood later. Okay, so we have S44. If you need the leftovers from your trash can, what the raccoons didn't even want to eat, S44 is $9 a yard, and it is some paintbrush studio fabrics. So the leftover trash, if you just need something that's kind of silly, it might be great for pot holders. S44 is $9 a yard. And then we have a cute little peacock panel. So you could leave them together, but you could also cut them apart. These kinds of things I love to like just log cabin around, but you could also make pot holders out of these. So if you're doing craft fairs this winter, you could do pot holders, you could do placemats. You could use these. They're kind of fantasy peacocks, but you could use those on the pocket of a tote bag, or you could cut them all apart and make one big quilt. What's the number, Devin?
47.
S47 is $14. It is a large panel, so it's actually 37 by 44, so it's even bigger than a yard. It's 37 inches. S47 is $14 for the panel. It's beautiful. It has kind of like a light, like there's light. It's very dimensional. S47 is $14 for the
Like
panel.
Thomas Kincaid.
Right. Yeah. There is a peacock feather go with it fabric. S45 is $9 a yard.
I need to move my chair.
S45 is $9 a yard. So here we are keeping quilting affordable. You can use it for like a lining of a tote bag if you wanted to use the peacock, one of those in the panel as the pocket, or a vest. A vest would be pretty too. S45, $9 a yard. And then we have this peacock, doesn't really go with it, but I only have about maybe 2 yards left. So if you need this beautiful peacock with a gold metallic in it, S46 is $9 a yard. S46 is $9 a yard. And then here's one for you to stock up on if you are into the national parks. $9 a yard. This would be great on the backing of any of those panels that you've gotten from us. It pretty much has little postcards of all the national parks. And thank goodness people love us. We didn't even know there was a passport book for national parks. So Devin and I went to where did we go? The desert.
Nowhere special.
We went to the desert.
Death
It was
Valley.
Yeah, we went to Death Valley. And but we didn't get the stamp because we didn't know there was a passport book. So Anna bought us the passport book and brought it in last week. Now we have to go back to Death Valley so we can get the stamp.
You can go to Yosemite and get a stamp too.
You have to go, all of them. There's stamps at all of them. Yes. So if you need the postcards of the national parks, $9 a yard. It's Quilting Treasures. $9 a yard. What was the number on there? S9. S09 is $9. And then for any of you who have a bar or have people in your lives who love to drink, S11 is a great border print. S11 is a great border print, $9 a yard. So we're trying to keep quilting affordable here. And if you guys can think of any ways that would get you excited to do more sewing, so we actually use our stash. I keep trying to think, what can we do? All I can think of right now, I literally have a one-track mind. All I think of is vests. We can make vests. We can make quilt jackets. We can.
The bars would be great gift bags for when you do your Christmas bottle giving.
Yes.
You know what else would be cute? That'd be cute to do with that ruler, you know, with
60-degree ruler,
you know, where they were all, and then just put it on the table, or barbecue.
Mhm.
You know, think more about barbecue season.
Right. Or
would
even
be
just
more, or
cut,
New Year's.
cut it and make placemats, or you could
Yeah.
even do napkins. I mean, I know that at your bar you love to have cloth napkins. S11, it actually be a cute to like use the border print and make one of those like kind of oblong bowls. That'd be cute on your bar.
One that Peggy
Yes.
did.
Yes.
That'd be cute.
Yep, S11, $9 a yard. And then the go with it fabrics, which I have never seen ice on fabric. So that's kind of a fun little touch. S06 is $9 a yard. S06 is $9 a yard. All kinds of beers I've never heard of. And then S07 is just a great fall leaf fabric. So if you need a backing or you need a focal fabric, this one is kind of a fun leafy fabric. S07. S07 for a great fall fabric. It would be great for borders if you've got something started and you in these colors and you want to pull it in. S07, $9 a yard. S07, $9 a yard. And then we have the quilt that's behind us that we know you've all been waiting for. We have the collection. We have the panels. We only have one kit left. So I'm going to show you the panels first. S11 is 30. S39 is $11. S39 is $11. But apparently we started making a sample. You know us here at Fabric Chicks. So we started making a sample and we never finished it, but it is found. So if you want the started sample, it has one border around it. S38 is $14.
I'll take that.
Okay. S38 went to Judy. Sorry, that's the perks of coming into the shop. S38
Oops.
or S39 is $11 for the Happy Halloween. And then we do have one that goes with the fabric line. It is not from that fabric line, but it goes. So if you need S40 is $11.
Hand this to Doris.
S-
She'll put it in my basket.
40
Put it in my basket.
S40 is $11. And that is for don't be a scaredy cat, trick or treat, spooky, hocus pocus,
That's cute.
happy haunting, pick your poison. So if you need some Halloween panels for projects,
Are you done with that one?
and let's see.
There you go.
I do have one fat quarter bundle of the entire line. S42 is $99. S42 is $99. And that includes all the fat quarters of the entire line. And it also includes the panel. So if you don't want to think about it and you just, okay. So that went right into Doris's basket. So we have one kit left out here. This is the fabric line. It's at $9 a yard. S021 is $81 for the 1 yards. Half yards are $40.50. Fat quarters are $29. And then we have the black and cream colorway. So we don't have, some of these we don't have anything left of, and some of them we do. So we have 1 yards, half yards, and fat quarters. S022 is 1 yards for $81, half yards for $40.50, and fat quarters for $29.
What fat quarters?
Okay, of both collections?
Of the black.
Okay, S022 for Judy, fat quarters. And then we do have the panel that quilt that is behind us that Angie made for us. We have one kit left. So S36 is $69. It was, we couldn't, the price isn't on there. So we did the math. Devin came up with $92 and I came up with like $76. So we agreed on $69 since we couldn't agree. We agreed to disagree. So you get the best deal today, only S36, one kit left. It includes the pattern and it includes the binding. You will need backing fabric. S36 is $69. And you can also, if you have a different panel or the same panel, but you want to use your own fabrics, S37 for the pattern, super cute pattern. So it's the panel in the center, then you're going to piece the snails, trails, the pumpkins, and the bat. You piece all of the outside border. S37 is $10.95. And then we have a few bolts left from this collection. This was a ginormous collection. from Moda. I don't know. I think there was like 60 bolts in this collection originally. S33 is orange with spider webs, $10 a yard from Moda Fabrics. S33 is $10 a yard. S35 S35 is Mr. Bones. If you go to a chiropractor, this might be a fun one to give him. S35 with the orange background. S34 with the orange background. S29 is spiders and writing. It's the Raven stanza one. Once upon a midnight dreary. Something pondered, weak and weary.
Wandered, weak and weary.
Over many a quaint and curious volume of forgotten lore, while I nodded, nearly napping. Suddenly there came a tapping, as of someone getting repping. I don't know, something. Anyways, so then we have S30 is cute little tiny little pumpkins. I guess it should go this way. S30. S30. Oh, poor Sue's at the chiropractor right now. I wish I was going to get to the chiropractor before they close today, Sue. I might have to sneak in. I can't sneak in tomorrow because I have to be at work before they open. Maybe Friday. Maybe Friday. S30, cute little pumpkins with a cream background. S31, cute little pumpkins with a gray background. S31. $10 a yard. Now's your time to stock up. S32 is a cream background with spiders and spider webs. S32. And then S23. I don't think this was from this line, but it should have been. S23. S23 is cute little cats. S23 is an orange with like a polka dot orange with cute little cats. S23. S23. And then S24 is a black background with the crazy little Mr. Bones kind of dancing. And then S25 is a cream background with the Raven written on it. If you're new to watching and you want to order any of these, you can order through Sunday. So you can always go back and rewatch this. If you missed any of it, you can reorder through Sunday. You just have to type in S is you committing to buying it, and then how much you would like. And then you can contact us after the show with your information. S26 is a cream background with bats. S26 is a fun cream background with bats. S27 is a gray background with the little skeleton guy. S27. And then S28 is the gray background with the bats. So that completes what we have for this collection. If you have a Halloween quilt and you need a wide back, we do have a wide back spider here. S41 is $20 a yard. And I know I tell you guys this all the time, but a wide back is equivalent to 2.5 yards. So if you're paying, $14 a yard for regular 44-inch wide fabric, this would be equivalent to 2.5 yards. So basically it's like, I don't know, less than $8 a yard for the wide back. And this is from Riley Blake, and it does have fantastic spiders on it. Wide backs are also really great for borders and bindings because you're not going to have to piece them, as well as not having to piece it for the backing.
How much does Leslie Sally want?
S23. What was S23? Maybe it was a pattern.
No, it's a yardage.
It is.
It's that top one right there.
Leslie.
It's 32.
Oh, I'm looking at it upside down.
S23. Leslie, how much of S23 do you want? They're gonna figure out how much you want of it. Okay, so we do have the collections left. Oh, it's the kitty cats. All right, Leslie, how much do you want of S23? And then I'm just gonna point down here. It's kind of hard to get close. Devin's gone to the restroom apparently. So the orange and gray is S021. 1 yards are $81, so $9 a yard. Half yards are 10, 40, 50, and fat quarters are $29. And this is what the black collection looks like. It's the black and cream collection with a little bit of orange, S022. So those are the two collections. And then I didn't know how much time we were going to have. So we're just going to jump right into some auctions. Okay, let's see. Let's get these put away. 1 yard, please.
Got it.
Okay, so we're going to jump into some auctions here. And we do have some giveaways. Okay, let's see. I put my numbers away. Okay. Oh, we do have some giveaways. Hey, so I have some Virginia Robertson patterns here that we're giving away today because we're so glad you tuned in to watch Virginia. So we've got 4 patterns. So I know Phyllis loves it when I say this. Hey, can you scroll and pick 4 winners?
Terracotta.
Okay, terracotta. Here, put this. Can you show them up close so they can see which one they want? Terracotta.
Sue Prater.
Suco.
Connie Kaufman
Okay.
and Sandy Cohen.
Connie, Sandy. Okay, let us know which ones you want. Sandy Cohen, Terracotta, Connie Kaufman, and who else?
I forgot.
Do you guys remember? Who else was the 4th one?
Sandy Cohen.
Yeah, we got her. Who was the one in the middle? Oh, gosh, we can't be in charge of anything.
Sula Code.
Oh, Sue Cove. Sue A. Okay.
We need that young mind in here.
Okay, let us know which ones you want very quickly. Or, Sandy doesn't want anything, so pick another
Neither
one.
does Connie.
Oh, Connie doesn't want a pattern either. Okay, pick another one.
Riri.
Okay, Riri
Kathleen Rader.
and Kathleen Rader. Okay, let me know which ones you guys want and respond. Sometimes it's so hard to give things away around here. I want the first one on the left. That's Suacobe. And
Wait,
okay,
are our left's the same?
I want the first one on the left. Oh wait, here.
Is my left the same as hers, or is your left the same
No,
as
it's the
hers?
same as you. It's the same as you.
Which would have been this one.
Yes. Yeah, that's the one Sue wants. OMG, you can't take us anywhere. Okay, Terracotta, Riri, and Kathleen. Let us know what you want. Okay, we've got an auction starting. We have scrap bags of fabric. Kathleen wants the potluck. That does look like you, Kathleen. Okay, and then okay, here's the she's down at the bottom here. Okay, so I'm gonna start these auctions at $12 while you guys the gold envelope. I think this one is the gold envelope. Okay, this is Riri. Gosh, terracotta. She probably went to feed her animals.
Well, she gets the last one.
Okay. Well, no, if you're not here, you don't get anyone.
Oh, that's
Yes. Okay. S69. These are some good fabric collections. We kind of tried to put them by color. Look at how pretty these are. So some of them are bigger pieces. This is a batik. This is a big piece, like half a yard at least, if not more. So we went with kind of little colors, quilt shop quality fabrics. This collection, I'm not sure how much is there because all we know is it's just a lot of fabric. S69, the auction is starting at $12. Oh, terracotta is here. Okay, you won this pattern, terracotta. Hope you want to do a sampler. S69, the auction is starting at $12. S69, the auction is starting at $12. So if you want to just kind of beef up your stash, you got some good skies here, some good neutrals. I can only keep so much in my stash, okay, people? S69 is starting at $12. S69. Oh, it looks like this was from the shop. Okay, this one is for this S69 is $12 for that. It probably is. What's your best guess of how much fabric's there, Doris?
At least 3 to 4.
3 to 4 yards, she says. Here's a big piece. I'm not sure how that one got in there because that's definitely from the shop. I think they're trying to clean up my fabric stash little by little. This one's kind of a good textury one. These look like they're kind of like fat quarter-ish sizes. A great red, kind of a spirally effect. Some good focal fabrics in here, really. Look at that, like rainbowy one. So you've got some bigger pieces. S. Oh no, hers is. She said her computer is freezing. Sorry, Terracotta. Okay, let's do auction. $9. S70 is starting at $9.
That'd be great in those Virginia Robertson dolls and patterns.
Right, even the pot holders.
Yes, all of those.
Batiks. In here, this one is a batik. So you've got like 6 inches of batiks here. But I would say the rest are not batiks, but they are. This one is a batik. This is definitely a batik. The rest are not. But you got a good selection here. S70 is starting at $9. S70 is starting at $9. S69 is at $12. This one is a batik, and this one is a batik. You've got 2 batiks here. I would say only 2 of them are batiks. This is just a good sky fabric. I think she might have stolen it from my sky. S69, and this was definitely in my stash too. So I think what they're doing, look at my stash is kind of over here in this mess. And I think that they've decided that when it overflows off the shelves, it can go into these goodie buckets. So here, Doris says you've got about 3 yards, maybe 4 yards of fabric. S69, good neutrals, good skies. S69 is starting at $12. S70 is at $15. No, that's so interesting. No takers for 69, but 70 is at $15. 70 is at $15. That is kind of crazy. Okay, so I'm gonna just clean this up here. Becky spent all day, no, not all day, but she did last Thursday. She's like, I'm just gonna clean this up for you. And she folded it so nicely here.
And she stole it out of your basket.
Yeah, as she stole it out of my basket, my personal stash. Doris's shirt is cute. Oh, it is. It's got like little mean witches on it. This bag, if we were weighing it, would weigh 5 pounds. Okay, let's see what's in this auction. This is like a polished cotton, and it is a big piece.
Big piece.
Do you guys remember when polished cotton was super popular?
Yes.
My mom made my ballet outfits out of it.
2
Back in the 60s.
2 3/4. So it literally, you could use it as a flesh colored if you wanted. So you have 2 3/4 of this one. I actually like this.
Yeah.
It's like a polished cotton's kind of like satiny looking. So I don't know if you can see that on the camera, but it's got kind of a little sheen to it, kind of a little bit metallic-y, but not. But you have 2 3/4 of a yard of this piece. You've got cute little dot, like polka dots in the background with like a little flower. Then this feels like it may be a little bit heavier than Rega. Well, I don't know. What do you think that is? It's a half yard of something. Then here's another half yard of cute little fabrics. That's probably a yard. Then you got a random like
That's an old
1980s
piece of
fabric.
cotton.
A piece of muslin here. And this orange piece is, well, this orange piece does have some spots on it, but it's kind of
It's
like
a shirting.
crinkly, like shirting.
It's a shirting.
Okay.
It's a heavier
She
shirt.
says this is like a shirting fabric. So just a hodgepodge of stuff. Oops. Let's see. S71. S71. We're just gonna do this at, I don't know, $10. I mean, you got 2.5 yards of that one, and then everything else is a bonus. S71 is starting at $10. S69, we only have one taker, so let's give this to Elaine for $12. Elaine for $12. Elaine, do you want us to hold your basket for the retreat? I mean, I think like it's almost here. Okay. S70 is at $16. S71 is at $10. S71 is at $10. This would make really pretty Cinderella pumpkins. Do you guys remember what the Cinderella pumpkins look like? Well, I'm going to tell you, the kids were super little and we didn't have very much money at the time, but I found the perfect pumpkin at Apple Hill. And it kind of it's like kind of this color, but like with a little bit of a lavender tint. And so there's no prices on the pumpkins, right? So I just picked the pumpkin up, took it up to the register, and literally they're like $56 for a pumpkin. And then, like you just got to buy it because your heart's already set on it for a dumb pumpkin. It was ridiculous. Okay, we'll hold your basket. Let's see. S70 is going to Brenda for $16. S70 is Brenda for $16. S71 is at $10 to Sue Cove. S71 is $10 to Sue Cove.
You haven't done this one yet either.
And then, oh yeah, that one's my favorite. I almost kept that one for
Oh,
myself.
that's why it's still up.
Okay, here, I'm gonna do it. I can't keep it all. Okay, here, let's see here. This one, it reminds me a lot of McKenna Ryan. I believe it probably is. If it's not, it should be her fabric, but I believe it is her fabric. So these two are batiks. These two are batiks. This is a Stonehenge that pulls all of those colors in. It's like a yard, a yard, a yard. It might be a little bit short of a yard, but I don't think so. And then here's like a quarter of a yard go with it fabric. And then this one is like my favorite.
Pretty.
Look at that. So you have a half a yard of this focal print and then all of the go with it fabrics there. So that's my favorite. I almost don't want to let it go. But Devin did make the comment last week. I don't know if I told you guys. I don't know if we filmed.
You said it.
I did. Are you sure I said it to this audience?
I'm pretty sure.
Or just to everybody who walks in the shop?
Pretty sure you said it.
Okay.
Monday.
Here, we're going to start this at $15 because I think it's going to get there. S72. You've got you've got three and a half, maybe 4 yards of fabric. S72, $15. S72, $15. So if anybody didn't hear what Devin had to say about my stash, let me know and I'll repeat it for the 88th time.
I didn't hear it.
Doris,
I was
you
gone.
didn't hear it.
I didn't have service.
So Devin walks upstairs. I'm long arming upstairs, and Devin walks up, and I hear him kind of sigh, and he says, "I'm not looking forward to having to clean this place out. Like I'm gonna die tomorrow. Come on now.
Hey, you gotta clean.
You gotta clean out Phyllis and Doris first.
Yeah.
I'll have help with that though.
Yeah, my kids are helping.
S71. Okay, Sue for $10.
Too funny.
Yeah, like really, come on, kid. I'm not dying tomorrow, okay?
We hope.
Yeah, we hope. I mean, who would carry on this nonsense for you all? Okay, S72 looks like at $18. S72 is at $18. This is a very bright yellow piece of fabric, yardage. It looks like it's 33 inches, so somebody might have cut off of it for borders, but it's almost 5 yards. Almost 5 yards. It does look like it might, I don't know if that's yarn in there. Hang on a second so I can see if it's stained or yarn in there. Oh, I can't even find the opening.
Sure, that doesn't mean 4 feet.
It might have little spots on it. So like right here, it has 2 spots on it. 4 feet.
31 inches.
So
feet.
four,
So
4
that's-
yards or 4. Do you
No.
think it's 4 yards or
I
4
know.
feet?
I don't know.
Okay, we're gonna
She
measure
got
it.
the foot mark.
We're
on
gonna
there.
measure it again. We don't know. S72. That one is interesting. We're gonna measure it again. S72 is at $20. Suzette, I think so. I think Devin would carry the torch on. Okay, the next auction is going to be S73, and we're gonna start it at $10. Peggy, this looks like your colorway. S73, we're starting at $10, and it is little scraps of purples and turquoises and then fat quarters probably. Here is a great, if you're into landscaping, man, it feels like it's so hot in here. Are you guys hot?
It is
Yeah.
hot.
It's warm.
Oh, I'm having a hot
Somebody
flash.
turn the furnace on?
Okay, here is mountains. That's kind of a fun little scene I've never seen before. Some mountains, some more blues. Here's some batiks, probably feels like kind of like a half a yard, I'm guessing. 17 inches of a blue batik. 17 inches of a blue batik. But this is a fantastic, kind of like scary. Ooh. Here is another one. Not a batik, but a light, not a batik, but it looks like a batik, a fake batik. Some other great little landscape. Like you literally have to open these up to see what they are. So this is kind of a fun little watery swamp. Look at what you could do with this side of it. Somebody's already had fun with it, but you still got quite a bit of fun water there. If you're into artsy quilts, this fabric could do a lot of the work for you. Oh, look at this. This got in here from the other collection, the really expensive hand dyed. This is a hand dyed batik there that got in mixed in with this. Here's a half yard of this fun kind of water scene. Some bubbles, some more, and some more. So S73 is at, let's see, S73 is at $14. S73 is at $14. S72, OMG, I can't believe you guys are letting it go for that price. You have almost 4 yards of fabric there, and you guys have it at $20. S72 is at $20. Doris is going to bundle it up, and when she's done, we're going to write the name on there. Get your final bids in. S73 is at $12. S73 is at $12. S72 going once, going twice. That probably is my favorite deal of the day. Leslie, you scored.
Yes.
Scored S73. Terracotta, it's too late. I already wrote her name on it.
Gosh,
Oh,
it's freezing up.
you are freezing up. Oh, that's a bummer.
That is 4 yards.
Okay, 4 yards,
Plus whatever.
31 inches. So almost 5 yards of fabric. You might have to fussy cut around the little spots. I don't know if you guys can see those spots very good, but you do have some spots in there. I don't know why our lighting is horrible today. Devin, next week you're gonna have to hook up our extra lights. It will be even hotter. It'll be like a okay.
Sauna.
So yeah, it will be. Okay, let's do this at $6. 33 inches by almost 5 yards. So 33 inches by almost 5 yards. S74 is at $6. S74 is at $6. S73 is at $16. S73 is at $16. Becky's going to be so happy if she shows up tomorrow and none of this is still here. Okay, get your final bids in for these. And I have more of these bins that Becky didn't fold nicely yet. So we'll save that for her. Here's just some reds, some blacks. I don't really know what that is, but you can make gift bags with it, I think. It's kind of like a interesting fabric, but kind of a fun plaid. Then here's a good Christmas plaid. That one would be perfect. There's quite a bit of this. You could make gift bags with that. And then just a random
From the 70s,
Yeah.
early 80s.
Yeah.
I have that.
S75, we're gonna do it at $6. S75, we're gonna do it $6.
Okay.
Okay, so S73 is Cindy S for $20. Cindy S for $20. I cannot believe that that went for the same price as the McKenna Ryan fabrics. Sometimes you just never know. Okay, S75 is at $6. S74 is at $6. If you're doing charity quilts, this yellow would be a great one for kids. S74 or just a backing fabric, or also sometimes you just need a base layer. Like if you're doing a collage or you're doing a vest or something, and you need a base layer, a lot of times you use muslin. You could use this yellow and then build everything on it. So very good price for I mean, come on now, that's like $1 a yard. S74 is $6. S75 is at $6. S75 is at $6. Get your final bids in. Doris is going to, we have like three more random bags. We've got maybe some doll making fabrics here. I'm not sure. S75 is S75 is $8 to Fran. $8 to Fran Harris. S74, we've got a taker. Okay, just a minute. She hasn't gotten to it yet. I'm pretty sure she busted into my Western fabric for this too. Because this here is a collector's piece. This is a fat quarter of the Pony Express. Look at this. This is a fat quarter of the Pony Express fabric when we had that line. Yeah, that definitely I was saving in my collection. Of course, apparently I don't need it. Okay, so fat quarter of that. You've got some hearts here. This, it doesn't feel bad, but it might be a little bit more crafty quality. Concord fabrics, but it doesn't feel bad, but it doesn't, I don't think it's quilt shop quality. This is quilt shop quality. This is Pirates. And it is a pretty, I think this was from my stash too. I was going to make a quilt for Devin when he was little. It's a 1 yard piece. It's a 1 yard piece. Well, Devin, somebody else can enjoy it. Devin does not need a pirate quilt at this point in his life. Here's a fat quarter of Western. So you've got 2 fat quarters. And then the barns, you've got some scraps. Like literally, they're cleaning out my stash. Okay, so welcome to Fabric Chicks. You never know what's going to go missing. I think they think I won't notice. S76, we're just going to do $6 a yard. S76, $6 for the auction. You have 1 yard of the pirate fabric. You have 2 fat quarters of the Western fabric. You got some barn fabric, and then you've got the cute hearts. So S76. Oh, you need a locked room for the stash. Terracotta, I need a locked room for a lot of things around here, especially my shoelaces.
Your shoelaces?
Yeah, Devin.
You
I
missed that.
went to go hiking the other day, and one of my boots didn't have a shoelace. And Devin says, "Oh yeah, I needed a belt." He stole.
You used her shoelace
And then
for
I
a belt?
And then, isn't that crazy that my shoelace will fit around his waist? And then I said, well,
They're 32 inches long.
well, why didn't you return the shoelace? And it's like, oh, I thought you didn't wear those boots anymore, so
I'm
threw it
still
away.
using it.
No,
Okay.
You got it in my pants right now?
S74.
I just forgot about that.
S74 is Jenny for $6.
Devin.
Yep. And this has a price on it for $60. I'm wondering what is in here that might be worth $60.
Velvet.
Is it velvet or is it velour?
It looks like velvet.
That looks like velvet.
It does.
Yes.
Yeah, that feels like velvet.
Looks
It
like
does
velvet
feel-
to me. That's how the
Kevin, where's your camera?
binding.
On the auction, I don't know.
Look at
I don't
this.
get paid
How
overtime
much
here.
is this here? Oh, are we late? You didn't tell me. You need to give me like a 1-minute warning. Okay, let's measure how much
5
this velvet
minutes.
is. The how much is velvet? How much is velvet a yard? We don't even
Oh
know.
my gosh. A lot.
So this is, it has a stamp on it, so I'm thinking that might mean something. J.B. Martin. One of you guys online might know, but you might not want to tell us because you don't want us to know how much this is really worth. Phyllis, how much is this worth? What should we start the auction at? It is
Yard and a half?
It's
one,
like 2 yards.
But not quite two.
oh,
2
yeah,
yards.
2 yards.
$20.
2 yards of velvet. I think gosh, you know,
$20 a yard at least.
$20 a yard.
At least.
Velvet depends on fabric content. Well, I'm gonna say it's very soft.
Nice.
Like I would love it on the back of a quilt to cuddle up to, but it does remind me of like the I made an old Father Christmas doll.
It's not washable.
And it looks, it's not washable. It looks like the fabric that I used for his jacket. Like it would be a perfect Father Christmas jacket.
Yeah.
A winter, Father Winter Christmas.
It's dry cleanable.
Okay.
And then
Ask
Whoa.
Ask
And that's
Doris
like
though.
And then some black
That
scraps
velvet.
to go with it. Okay, hang on a second. We're getting out S77. Judy said $20 a yard. Phyllis
At
said
least.
$20 just to get rid of it. So we're going to do the auction
Phyllis.
at $25. 2
Phyllis.
yards of velvet.
Dry
S77.
cleanable.
$25. S77, $25, 2 yards. Velvet is dry clean only, Kathleen said.
Yeah.
Well, it would be perfect if you're doing craft fairs. It would be perfect for outfits. Like we might have to tell Virginia Robertson that we need a Father Christmas doll so that we can do, Kathleen says $25. Okay, let's see if any other takers. S76. S76 is going to Sue for $10. S76 is going to Sue for $10. And then, yep, Sue Coe.
557.
Oh,
This goes with it.
oh yeah, this goes with it.
And
Okay, Devin says we have to go because I know doll outfits are perfect. Judy has to go to a church meeting. So we already went too late. So we're gonna save this one for tomorrow. So sad I didn't get through. I only had one left in Becky's bin. She's gonna be almost proud of us, but not quite. Okay, anyways, that's all we have for today. If you guys need anything, you can always call us. We will be on again on Monday at 4:00. Not before, I'll try to get Devin to do some reels and things to keep you entertained all weekend, but I can't make any promises. But I did hear that my sister's coming into town and she did say she's got wigs and all kinds of things and we're doing a photo shoot. So I might tune you into that. All right, have a good night. Bye.